quick. Yeah, they did that last time too. When we first went viral, the DOJ got over there and shut it down because some people was downloading. They been around. And then I had to send some information into the DOJ, what, a month ago? I told y'all they here. Listen, I've been knowing they was here. I told y'all last year when they busted up the street out here. I said, now listen, could be tripping. But if they come out here and bust the street up right outside my house, oh yeah, the people is here. And now it's a whole Wi-Fi called GOV. Yeah, the Department of Justice. I've been having to deal with them since my other social media though. Because of the things that I do and say, I had to register as a political party on certain stuff. This ain't new. Like I said, they been on. This I found out that Facebook's address was one hacker away because I did a letter for them to my house. And everybody called me crazy. I said, yeah, y'all know Facebook address is one hacker away. They said, what? I said, right. I didn't know that. This was years ago. Yeah, they been here. They been watching me a long time. I keep telling y'all, I think the people that's upstairs is the people's. I think the man that lived upstairs before them, and I think they is. Because it don't be no regular house stuff going on. And none of these, everybody else got regular house stuff on, but the public. And it sat empty for a minute. I already know what's up. I used to be in the hood, honey. Didn't I tell y'all? I said God would tell me before the folks. And then I'll be like, y'all, we need to. And they be like, we ain't listening. I'll be like, all right, I'm out. And then the peoples will show up. Listen, here, it's not a game. That's why I be telling people, don't nobody know. You just see right now. You have no idea. Listen here, it's a real thing. I'm telling you, it's look. It is not a game. Mm? And when you have been, like I said, I've been doing this over 10 years. It just came to TikTok and YouTube, but I've been doing this for over 10 years. They pay attention. Okay, think about this. Last year when we went viral, right? Think about how much buying power we had. We were selling out Amazon every day in several areas. Do you understand? We were selling out Amazon 10, 12, 13 different books a day. We were selling out all of the survival stuff. The government pays attention to buying trends, honey. And they can know where you was at and what website you was on. This is what this Google stuff is. They know how many of y'all came straight from here and went over there. We completely did change the buying trends and did. You see what I'm saying? So they gonna pay attention. All this money, all of a sudden, everybody's buying dehydrated food. Everybody's buying gas masks. 2,000-3,000 people every day for the next 20 days is buying gas masks. The government is paying attention to that. Then, yep, we all went and bought potassium iodide. We bought water filtration straws. We was selling them out. They pay attention. So those are all survival things. They know what they planning, but they trying to figure out how we knew to go get it before. And I talk, yeah. We was selling out stuff to where you couldn't get it for 3 months. Stuff was on back order, like bad. They been paying attention. Been paying attention. So that's why I said, I told y'all, I already knew what was up. Because you got to think, I had a company where I bought stuff and did all of this. So I know what they pay attention to. I was studying to be a customs broker. I was studying when I was younger to be a customs broker, so I had to study the laws. That's how I can tell you so far. So I know certain things, and that's what I'm telling you. Dehydrated eggs just went back up. Yep, and everything about to skyrocket now because the war is real. I told y'all. Now that the war is real, oh yeah, it's a wrap. Everything. Real quick, we're going to start. Who was here last year when I said, hurry up and get your stuff? Because when they say the war is here, everything is going to skyrocket or you might not be able to get it. And who's seeing that now? I said it's going to be less money, but stuff is going to be more expensive. And it's already happening, family. Stuff that we paid $30, $25 for, they want $75, $100 for, or you get less ounces or whatever for more money. I said, while everybody out balling and buying shoes, they ain't going to be able to eat and taking all them crazy trips, go get your stuff. Because you don't want to wait till they declare war and be trying to buy it. And what happened? They declared war this year, world war, basically. You put your mask on Afterpay. Come on. Come on, baby. And did. Give me some, no one. She said, honey, I put my mask on Afterpay. And did. I was going to get my stuff on. And that's why I said when people be like, oh, I can't. And I'm going to tell y'all something. It's not that we don't care if you have your survival stuff. We don't have enough money to do that. We don't. We help people stay in their apartment if we can, or put a little, like, we can't even pay your whole rent. We can give you something on it if you're being evicted, because we don't get money from the government. The people of this community send in what they can. Some people pay their tithes. Some people send in $1.37. I'm not joking. I see it all the time. So we do what we can. If we get a certain amount of donations, and the money has to be divided between books and helping people and different things like that. We do not have the money to buy your survival stuff. We don't. But God will make a way if you wanted to show up. And there's people in here that are on fixed incomes that didn't have jobs. God still blessed for them to get the money. But you got to use the money when God send it to you. You can't, oh, I'm going to go out to eat. No, that'll buy a mask. And once he sees that you're serious, other people started bringing people dehydrated food stuff, started showing up at their house, bags of rice that they didn't even know was coming. Once they started to do it, God started to add to it. But if you could just keep saying, oh, I can't, well, why should he? If you're not going to rearrange your life to try to plan for it, twos and fews, go far and do. $20, $30 get you your water straws. Put that up. Then, if you will spend $50 on a toy for a kid, I'm sure a gas mask is more important. They're only $40. They're only $40. You know what I'm saying? So you can hear them scream because they can't get this toy right now, or you be screaming because you didn't have a gas mask for your baby because they didn't drop some kind of crazy chemical. Do you understand what I'm saying? We are not living in the same time. Since 2020, our life has been different. And it doesn't matter if you want to see it or not, and you want to act like you don't see it. It's happening. And just because you don't prepare, don't mean that it ain't going to happen. People didn't think that America, they ain't doing that in America. And America is locked down like everybody else. Just American, our government, a lot of us, they government gonna tell them the truth. We lock you niggas down, there ain't nothing you can do about it. Move on, right? You know what I mean? Our government don't care about deceiving us. Hate to say it. But they gonna tell us when it's too late. Yeah. Miss Niecy, the people here, honey, they did not do Christmas last year. How many people didn't do Christmas last year, or you did a very small Christmas and you got your survival stuff? Baby girl, birthdays, honey, anniversaries wasn't happening. They was getting their stuff. They was like, that ain't even a big deal. Making sure that my kids got food for 6 months. If it ain't nothing in the grocery store, we can go to our cabinet and get a spoonful of this and make some casserole and a little bit of bread, baby. Trying to tell you, small Christmases, no birthdays, people cancel their vacations and everything. Folks went and got $6,000 loans to go get their stuff. They just went on and cashed out and paid it back, and then had a time to go get another loan to go and get more stuff, like over time. Like, I'm telling you. Oh, hold on. Even if you don't see what's going on, funds don't go as far, and I'm a regular nurse. Come on, or a registered nurse. Okay, come on. They do if you pay your tithes, though. If you give God 10% of your gross, honey, everything will be on sale. So your money, who can attest? Who can be my witness? You start giving God his 10, and that ain't mean taking it to no church. You can give it to the people on the corner. The little girl that always got snotty nose, her kids ain't never got no clothes, and y'all be talking about her shoes. Give her the money to go buy her baby some shoes, and watch what God do for your money. Honey, listen. If you take care of those that have less than you and don't have an attitude of, oh, they wouldn't have had it if I wouldn't have did it, baby, everything you buy be on sale. Your money go further, your food lasts longer, and you'll have the money to go get your stuff. He do sustain you, Starship. That's why I ain't stingy. Come get this. Because the more I give, the more he giving me. And that's patience, that's kindness, that's understanding, and finances, and things that I want. If I take care of your needs, he take care of my needs. And then he just keep doing it. The more people needs I take care of, the more of my needs he take care of. Once I learned the secret, baby, God's math be mathing. Everything I buy be on sale. I kid you not. I told you I just bought that guest purse and was fussing because I had to pay $49 for it. Had it a month. And something like came up on my Amazon, and I looked, the dang purse was supposed to be basically $160. So I got the tennis shoes to match and that for $102 together. And the purse was supposed to be $160. Would you consider giving to other people who are in need as well? Yeah. Baby girl, that's what your tithes is for. Your tithes is for the people. If you look up the word alms, ALMS, that alms is what we're supposed to give. That's the tithes, right? The church, the offerings and tithes is alms. That is supposed to go to take care of the community around the church. Alms go to the homeless, the people in jail, the mama that got 15 baby daddies that can't afford to do what she needs to do, the lady that's on crack, the alcoholic that want to get their life together. You supposed to be that kind person to say, I don't care what your situation is, here, I'm going to bless you. Because you don't know if that person said, God, I've not seen the kindness of men in a long time, but if somebody walk up to me and hand me $10, I'll know you real. And you know how many people drive past them and God will say, give them some money. And I ain't giving them nothing. God will say, give them some money. I ain't giving them nothing. You could be the Jesus people see, but a lot of people don't want to do that. I ain't giving them my money. You ain't never been in a tight spot? And somebody came through, you ain't never had to get to a job interview, missed it, didn't have no car, and a stranger pulled up and said, hey, you need a ride? And change your life so you can get to that job interview, so you can keep them, my Jesus, so you can keep your apartment. And now that you done got up and got good, you can't be a miracle for nobody else, and God's supposed to keep giving you more? They should have got up and did something with themselves. I mean, I had hard times too, really. Hopefully God don't drop you back down to zero, because you only get the compassion you give out. No more and no less. We just read that the other day. So if you don't care and they shoulda, just understand that you will be on the other side of that. And somebody's gonna say the same thing to you. And they not gonna understand that you really, really need it. Or you done told God, God, if you do this, I will change my life. I'm not gonna touch drugs no more. I'm not gonna go back to this man. If I could just get somebody to help me, if I could find a place, if I could get this job. You don't want to be nobody else's miracle, but you constantly asking my daddy for a miracle. But you selfish and you only care about how you and your kids is gonna get it and you and your family and all that. Why should he give you anything extra? I wouldn't. When God gives you more, you're supposed to give more. Then he just keep giving. I started giving the money that y'all was giving me. Because when I started this, everybody thought I was a regular TikToker and was just gonna keep this money. And didn't. Because everybody was asking me, and they was like, I don't have the money to get the book back. I'm going to take this money these people sending me, and I'm going to buy you some books. And guess what started happening? People started sending me books from all around the world for me to have. Do you understand? I took the money that y'all sent me way before we started the book fund and started buying people books. And now I don't have no space to put the books that y'all buy me for me. But we still receiving money and sending books out. Almost 2 years later, we spent enough money on books to buy like a small house in the hood for sure. A nice house in the hood, for real. You can get, for what we spent on books last year, oh yeah. You could buy you a little something out there, get you a little couple investment properties, you know what I'm saying, if you needed to. Real life. Small little, you know what I'm saying? Little 2-bedroom bungalow or something in the hood for, you know what I mean? We did that in books. That's not counting rent payments, insurance payments, groceries, whatever. And that was the alms that people sent to Tatnot Place, which is our 501c. I could have been people. When I started this, everybody in my family, all my friends like, girl, you better than me. I would not be giving that money away. I said, I know. I know you wouldn't. And that's why you're not in my situation. That's why God has not called you to be a steward over the change that come through my account. But he taught me way before it ever did. He taught me 1 penny plus 1 penny is 2. And if you blow, because if he never taught me the value of money, I wouldn't be able to do the things I do here. Because the donations is not the same every month, but we still do the same thing every month. I'm not frivolous with money. I could have went and spent money on paying somebody to do this and paying somebody to do that and paying somebody to do this and didn't do none of that. I don't charge nobody. When folks send me stuff, you know how people, they want you to send them something and you got to pay them to promote they whatever. I don't charge nobody nothing. If you send it, I got something for free. Thanks. And why wouldn't I send no business your way? Why am I charging you and you trying to get your stuff up off the ground? None of that makes any sense to me. I mean, everybody do what they do, but yeah. It ain't greed, right? God give you your gift for free and you gonna pimp it out and you ain't doing it. Okay, fine, do it. I mean, everybody do what they do, but then that's why sometimes people don't see their dreams come true because you ain't gonna do nothing for free. But God gave you your gift for free. You have to pay for it or nothing. Now, he might have had you pay to go to school to perfect it, but did you get grants or did you have to pay out of pocket? Like, you know, you don't think about that. Listen, I want my life to be better, and stingy ain't how I got to a better life. Only worrying about me and mine is not how I got to a better life. Promise you. And I've been on my own since I was 11 years old, family disowned and everything. So I didn't have no mama, cousin, brothers to go to or nothing. It was just me. And I've seen some amazing things in my life. And still seeing them. So, nah, I'm going to keep these hands open. Because if you stingy, you can't get nothing, you know. What you receiving with this? Can't nobody put nothing in here. And this is stingy. This is, I'm only worried about myself and I got to get my bag for me and mine, and they need to, this is what this is. But guess what? Not only are they open to receive, they open to give, but they open to receive too. So the same hands that you offer to somebody is open to get something. But when you closed up and you stingy, what you gonna get? You can't even hold it. You ain't got no room for it. I be like, here. You want this too? Here, take this. Let me stack your hands up. And guess what? A nigga be coming from the P.O. box like this or like this with a dang Santa Claus bag every day. I don't care. And don't gotta steal nothing. Don't gotta lie. Don't gotta cheat. Don't gotta hustle. Don't gotta do nothing. And that's been a thing. That didn't just start now. It's been a thing. That's why I won't go stingy. Because stingy make your life hard. Stingy make you have to work 14 jobs to make ends meet. Oh, no, I don't have that in me. My daddy told me work smarter, not harder. And for real. I don't want no parts of that. Y'all can have it. Now, back to these giants. Let's read this real quick because I'm probably going to go. Open your hand up and watch God open his hand up to you. Give to the people that can't give you nothing. They can't do nothing for you. Don't make them feel bad about the blessing you gave them. Matter of fact, don't even tell nobody. But God will bless you openly for the things you do in secret. I promise you this. He gonna bless you and folks gonna be mad. Why she get that? Why he get that? Because I be blessing people that don't nobody know about. But my daddy be putting it on Front Street when he comes up, making it rain on that head. But you didn't see that I can't let this person have my car. You didn't see that I picked them up for work when I didn't even have a job and drove them 30 minutes every day so that they could keep their apartment. Like, you didn't see that. And they be mad. They be mad for real, for real. Folks is mad right now. It's people that quit talking to me completely when this happened. Because you niggas know. I've been trying to tell y'all too. Y'all should have came on here. Y'all was down there listening. I tried to tell y'all. We're not reading from any specific book right now. I'm just actually supposed to be reading about these giants. So I'm going to get this popping real quick. So we've been trying to do it for like an hour. But anyway. So somebody need to hear that. Somebody is real stingy. And you need to stop. Give to the people that got the nappy head kids. Brothers, if you cut hair, you find those little boys and you line them up good and you give them something to be proud about, and God will bless you. Those same little boys, when they get up, they'll come in. Man, you won't be able to say no. You need your grass cut. Nah, Uncle, I went to mechanic school. I could fix it. I ain't even gonna charge you no. I remember when you used to cut my hair for free with my mom. Oh, it's making the hair on my body stand up. Hey, my Jesus, thank you, Lord. I remember what you did for me. See, you never know who you leave out that's really your blessing later on in your life. I got them chills too, honey. They hit me too, Amber Moon. Don't even trip. They went all the way down my legs. Listen. You might not see. Okay, I told y'all. Bamboo and asparagus take 3 years to grow. But depending on the kind that you get, if you plant the right type of asparagus, it takes 3 years to grow, but it'll grow for 21 years. You don't ever have to plant it again for 21 years. So for 21 years, you gonna eat off of what you waited for 3. So 7 times the time that you waited, it's going to produce a crop that you ain't got to do nothing to. So what? You don't see something back instantly when you give somebody something. And they grow quick. You can cut them every day. They're going to be right back on top. So that means your blessing just coming right back. As soon as you cut it, it's coming right back. I told God a long time ago, I I want the bamboo and asparagus type blessings. I'll wait on it. But if I get to eat on that for 20 years and I ain't got to plant it, ain't got to till it, ain't got to do nothing, oh, yeah, I'll take that. Don't give me that asparagus blessing. I don't got to see it right now. This is why it's important to learn sowing and reaping and agriculture and understand about certain seeds, and if they come up a lot and they die, if you got to keep doing it. See, this teach you about yourself. It teach you about life. It teach you about your seeds that you sowing, why they burn out so quickly, or they don't stay, or you get to eat on stuff for a long time. It's good to learn about agriculture, and because God, that's why God always talks about sowing and reaping. People don't go study, but if you did, oh, you look like differently, I promise. Come on. Come on. Telling you, I want asparagus blessings, baby. I'll wait them 3 years, but if I ain't, it's just gonna grow and just keep growing, and I'm gonna keep getting to eat off of it, and all I had to do was wait 3 years, but I get 14 to 21 years worth of produce out of that. Why would I want to not do that? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So I encourage y'all to study agriculture. If you don't know about different vegetables and different things and how their yields, it's a very important thing to study. Vegetables and their yields, very important thing to study, because then you can kind of see what stage you're in your life. We got a fake pager coming back in because they got blocked. Who is it? People be weird. I told y'all they be trying to sneak in here and here. They be trying to sneak in here and here. Didn't I? Now y'all understand why I don't do the people in my house. My ears ringing too. This ear's ringing like crazy. I just heard it go. Like the air was sucked out the room, and now this ear is ringing. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yours just started ringing too? Yours is burning? Anybody be mad about stuff we be doing around here, y'all? A lot. What? What happened? Tell me what happened. You keep asking me. I already blocked them. What happened, Abram? Tell me. You said at the White House. What happened? They crowded it and said they're going to attack us? Okay. Thank you for telling me. Okay. Who remembers that prophecy over here? If the U.S. don't cease fire. Anybody remember that prophecy over here? What movie did we go watch talking about that? Matter of fact, we just talked about it last week. Thank you, Mr. Abrams. Sorry for being rude. What movie did I just tell y'all we should go? Y'all remember? White House down, Olympus is falling, and now they outside the White House talking about they go. Who remembers me saying the enemy is already here? And we might not be able to go outside. Train your children to be quiet because it could be people shooting through your windows. Anybody remember this? Didn't we just have this conversation? I just said it this weekend. And when did it happen? Yesterday? April? Do y'all believe me now? Who is starting to see that all the things that we have talked about here have been relevant to the years, this last 2 years, and really in the last 10 months? Anybody? For all the people that come in here, call me crazy, call me Jezebel, say everything that they say, it's so crazy that everything that God be telling me to train the people in WOIU for is happening on the worldwide news right now. Every time, it just happened yesterday. It happened the day before that. God is confirming every single thing that I was saying last year because he's the person that told me he was coming this year. Down to telling y'all on October 6th, hey, the president bought potassium iodide. Y'all will be at, the world will be at war in 12 months. And October the 7th of this year, 1 year and 1 day later, the world was at war. It looks real weird right there, don't it? Am I tripping? Or do that look real weird right there? Right here, it looks real weird. That's weird. Real weird. Is YouTube black screen right now? They playing. So they back again, huh? Potassium iodide stops like nuclear or biochemical stuff from attacking your thyroid so you don't die. If they let off like a biochemical gas. Yeah. And we bought it in February, March, April, May. And then by May of last year, there were different schools in coastal areas having their parents, when they sent home the enrollment packet, in the enrollment packet was a waiver for them to sign saying that they could give their kids potassium iodide if there was like a biochemical gas. And people that worked in daycares and stuff was telling us that their kids was coming home. You know what I'm saying? And they had these. Now it's crazy because 4 months after that is when the president bought it. So we was buying it February, March, April, May. May through like September, the parents was getting, and like New York, places like New York, they sent home emergency preparedness bags with a little bit of food, a foil blanket, a couple water bags, and all of this kind of stuff. Didn't they? Remember, y'all? Right after we started buying all our stuff, the New York public school systems sent those kids home with the emergency preparedness bags. Yeah, potassium iodide protects your thyroid, which monitors, you know, all your everything. Yeah. So if they put the gas, that's where that's going, is to that, which is going to make you not be able to function right. So that's what that's for. Oh, that's so crazy. I told y'all. Every system in the body. Yep. So that's why you have that. I'm just gonna say, I don't care who believes me, it doesn't really matter. I'm very grateful that my daddy be showing y'all that, hey, it's real people out here that is really connected to him, and they don't look like what you used to, but they really do be connected. They really do be connected. We just talked about it. I said, this, now, who believe me when I tell y'all it's like I write down what he tell me. So this is like the script. And then when y'all come and tell me it's happening, that's why I be like, oh God, because now it's like watching the movie play out. This is my life. Literally. This is why I write everything God tell me because I got time of day proof of when He told me what He told me. I don't care if you don't believe it. And guess what? If they tested for DNA, my tears is probably on here because I cry a lot when He tells me the things. It's just like Noah. Keep telling y'all to walk around and know that all of these people is about to be lost. It make my heart hurt. This is why I go so hard trying to tell people to get ready and believe what God says is coming. But people don't listen until it's too late. And it's a lot of people. I told y'all I used to tell people it's all right because I'm going to be the crazy person that's put up when all the stuff start happening. Do you know how many people want to get in contact with me right now? They be trying to find out where I am and stuff. My family members and different friends and stuff trying to get in contact with other people, and God will not let them contact me. It's not a game. For real. Just like in the movie, they be looking for the crazy person that's been on the corner saying the world is near, the end of the world is near. Oh, that's just so crazy, John. He's there every week. Then when all the stuff start popping off, they look on the corner and where is Crazy John? Gone. Crazy John be gone, sitting up in his damn thing on the mountain, cracking up. Look at him. It's happening. That's me. I'm Crazy John. Back in the back, rocking the damn what you call them things? Trailer. Saying, look at him run. They didn't listen to me. Like, that's me. I'm the crazy person that used to be on the corner hollering the world is ending. And nobody was listening. But now you got me put up and I can't talk to you now. It's too late. Trying to tell y'all, if y'all ever meet any day, I'll tell you, I said, I'm going to be the crazy person that's watching you niggas run around. Whew. I'm not no religion. We do relationship with the creator of all that you see and don't. I was raised apostolic, Christian, but I don't identify with that because that scares the fish away, and I'm a fisher of men. So I don't say nothing like that because Christians don't really put a good taste in people's mouths right now, and I want people to learn about God, so I just don't claim none of that. I just talk, and then if they get something, they get something. Yeah. You said cue music too late to say goodbye. Or y'all gonna see me on my damn boat thing like this. Have a violin. Yeah, go ahead. All right. Watching everybody run around like crazy, like literally. I got my violin. I'm ready. You hear me? I used to play too. So I'm gonna get it. Don't even worry about it. I got y'all. I'm gonna play y'all theme music. It's getting hot in here. So take it. Yeah, because it's gonna rain fire. So that'll be the theme song I'll be trying to learn. It's getting hot in here by Nelly. That's what I'm gonna play. What is it? God said that He is not gotten or begotten, and He changed. Huh? No. Did you just hear me say that I don't identify as anything? It's a problem right now. Separation is killing folks. This is why we can't fight the devil. Because we're too busy fighting each other because of names. Where did He get a son? He put His spirit in a woman the same way the angels did. How did the fallen angels get sons? So that people worship Him, talking about they helped make humanity. Boy, niggas be making up anything. Y'all been hearing that? That the Anunnakis help make humans? Boy, the devil, he don't care what he's telling them, and they just be running with us, don't they? What? Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. Stop sleeping, I'm snoring. You ain't got nothing else better to do, Eric, than be over here getting on my nerves? Is you mad? Because who the hell sleeping? I was telling people stuff that it was going to happen a year before it happened. You weird. Go away. Because it's worldwide news, and this ain't the only thing. I got 750 videos. You can go watch a mile and see if I'm asleep. Homie, get out my class. Oh, God. Jesus. You remember God said he was going to use the simple things to confound the so-called wise folks? Do y'all see how this be right in front of their face and it just go right over their head? Do y'all see it? They be so wise, they be stupid. It's mind-blowing to me how something so simple just blows past your mind. Nuts. I don't want to be that smart that I can't see. I don't. Because God said it ain't even that hard. Like, bro, it's right here. He said they got eyes, but they don't see. They got ears, but they don't hear. Like, that's scary. Because you haven't even taken the time really to go study. And then, why do y'all come in here trying to chat? I just be trying to figure out, if you know so much, why you not teaching on your thing? That's the one thing that puts y'all out there that maybe you really don't, because you ain't seen me going on not nobody's live trying to tell them nothing. It blows me. I don't have time because I'm too busy trying to teach what I got over here. But everybody want to come in here and try to challenge me, pissing contest. Bro, I don't care. What I want you to do is, if you know so much, you need to get on your job. If that's what God commissioned you to do is teach, you need to not be trying to teach in my class and get your work done, because I'm doing what I'm supposed to do over here. Y'all don't ever see me go on nobody's page. You're not going to see CERCA talking crazy to nobody under their stuff, because I'm just trying to figure out what God got me to say to the people that he gave to me. That he put in, not gave to me, but he put in my, I don't have time. Do what you want to do. I'm not even going to argue with you, because no man didn't teach me this. The Holy Spirit, the same way we be in here and he'll have me say something, this is how I got to this. I don't got to try. You challenging the wrong person. I promise you is, because you ain't challenging me. These ain't even my words. He calls me to be a spokesman, because I don't give a damn what you believe, for real. If it came down to like just CERCA as a person, I don't believe whatever you could believe that purple rainbows is about to be jumping out of an elephant's ass. I don't care. And that's the truth. What you do in your bed don't got nothing to do with me. Now, I'm going to tell you what the words say, but do what you want to. Because the only person I got to stand in judgment for not doing what I was supposed to do or do, it was me. I don't got to worry about what y'all do or don't do, because you going to have to stand in judgment for that. So I ain't got to be over there all of your business telling you what you, go away. They thought Noah was great, right? I don't. That's why I just be like, that's because you don't know. I'm not trying to prove it to nobody, because nobody was there when I had to sit here and write all this stuff down. Wasn't nobody here when I was asking God for certain books and then they showed up. Nobody was here. So why do people think that I actually care about how they think about what I'm teaching or what I'm doing? It don't matter, because you wasn't here when he taught me. You what? Matter of fact, watch this. Let's do it. I don't know if she gonna answer. She might be asleep because she don't feel good. This is my youngest child. Let's see if she answers. She might be busy, because it's 10 o'clock. Are you asleep? Hello?
Hi, Mom.
Are you asleep?
No, I'm awake.
Okay, I'm on live real quick.
Hey, y'all.
So let me ask you a question. When y'all was going to school early in the morning, was Mom studying?
Yeah, you be up before we even opened our eyes.
And when y'all went to bed, what was I doing?
Same thing.
When I dropped y'all off at work and I had to sit and wait for y'all to come, what did I have in the car with me?
You had them Bibles and them books.
For over 10 years, right?
Mm-hmm. The people at the hospital used to think you was crazy.
The people at the where?
The hospital.
When you was going through what?
Treatment.
Oh, okay. I love you. Thank you. I'll call you back later.
Okay, talk to you later.
Bye. Who gotta lie? I don't gotta lie to nobody. I don't gotta do nothing for nobody. That's my youngest child who has had the brain tumor that I showed y'all. And the doctors thought I was crazy. I didn't care. But guess what? He said your God did exactly what he said he would do. I ain't worried about nobody. Because if I listened to people, the miracles that I saw in my life, I would have never seen them. So you think I care about what somebody say? When my kids got up to go to school, I had been up 3 to 4 hours studying my word by myself. This was before I got married. And when they got home from school, I was studying. When they went to bed, I was studying, and they woke back up. I told you I studied 18 hours a day. That's not a game. For over a decade. So I don't have to prove myself to you. Because the proof is in the pudding. I got the information. That's all that matters. You can't take that from me. You can say whatever you want. But God led me to this. I wasn't in church or nothing. I sat home and studied every day because I wanted God to tell me, because I didn't want nothing. Nah, I wanted unadulterated. Give it to me pure, Dad. And that's exactly what he did. To the point where I told y'all, my friend who had a mega church at the time called himself gonna embarrass me and got me on the phone with his mentor, who was over one of the biggest Bible seminary schools here in the United States. And he was like, yeah, she be. He said, hold on, son. He said, the reason that you don't know what she's talking about is because she's reading the stuff that they show you at PhD level seminary. They don't even introduce it until PhD level seminary. Mind you, he's a pastor of a mega church at this time. So where you thought you was going to embarrass me, you got embarrassed. And now he's a mystic. Now he's preaching about the mysticism of Christ and all of this and all of that. But you was telling people I was in a reprobate mind until your mentor told you, oh, no, she's not. He didn't train a lot of these big preachers. This man that I had this conversation with, they didn't went and studied with him and everything. And he said, well, most pastors never go to the PhD level of seminary, so they never get this information. But no, she's telling you the truth. It's right. He said he's one of the first people that said, but it is, a lot of pastors won't preach it because it's spiritual suicide and they know they people are leaving. This is like a head person of a seminary school. This happened in like 2017. 2018 is when I had this conversation with this man. So y'all don't have to know about those conversations and the people that I didn't talk to that be training these ministers, that be training these churches. But I keep telling y'all, and my friend, I said, so what was that about a reprobate mind? What was that about being crazy? What was that about reading too much study? My daddy training me. You need help getting your books? Well, then you send an email to CERCATROVABooks@gmail.com. So I don't care who believed. I don't care who was there. I don't care who was whatever. Like, God been training. He called me, not man. A lot of these people be called by their homeboys and they bishops. God did not call those people. And that's why they conduct themselves the way that they do. But God called me. I ran from my calling for over 20 years. I didn't want to do this. I had other plans. I guarantee you. Honey, and it wasn't sitting in front of y'all reading y'all the Bible every day. That was not it, honey. Circle was about the... But God, exactly. That nigga can't beat me into submission. But I said, get back, sit down. Sit down and read. No, sit down and read. No! About to get out of here. I learned about fighting with God, nigga. I got battle scars and everything. No, I'm good. I don't want no parts of that. Y'all keep it. Nigga got my hair snatched out and I almost got ran over by a car, nigga. They went to jail and didn't even do that. No. What you want me to do? You said sit down and talk to people about the Bible. Okay. Nigga almost lost her leg, lost her eye. I ain't fighting no more. I need all my members. He said you guys better go in Maine or Lane than to go in with all your members and bust hell wide open. Well, you was trying to make sure that was a thing. He was trying to make sure a nigga was gonna go in there lame. I was gonna get in. But I was gonna be missing some parts. Cause I was gonna fight. You hear me? I don't want to do this and I'm not gonna do it. He said, oh yeah, we gonna see. He ain't gonna force you, but he gotta, he can be very convincing. Nigga, listen here. I didn't have to fight all my life. I was fighting against God. Shoot. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's not a game. So let's read this real quick. Don't believe me, just watch. And think he didn't. I said, okay, I give up. I'm waving my white flag. What you want me to do? Listen here. He do got a sense of humor, and sometimes it ain't funny. I'm sure it'd be hilarious to him. But it don't be hilarious to me, not till later. Because I see how silly I be acting while he got to do that. Like when your kids be acting silly and you got to do something silly, make them see how silly they acting. And I know he be tickled, but I don't always be tickled. Hell. I don't want to play no more. Just let me out of here. Y'all see he keep me up in this tower right now. I'm growing my hair out so I can throw it over the balcony. Maybe he'll let somebody climb up. He ain't letting them come through the front door. Hell. Nigga, I got to be. I understand Paul, them, and Peter, them locked up for the Lord. I'm a prisoner of the Lord. Literally, because a nigga gets to going too far, that tire gonna go out. Listen here, I don't even play with it no more. I just said, oh damn, you want me to be a prisoner in this here tower? I guess I'll just be here. I ain't even gonna fight no more. I'm a prisoner of the Lord. Literally, because the nigga be trying to get out and he said no. Have a seat. So that's what I do. I just sat down. My life is easier though. Less stressful. How about that? It is. And a lot of the things I was trying to run around and get just come to me. So it was worth it. It was worth it. It took me a minute though to get okay with it. Now come on. So it said, would to God that everyone had a certain knowledge of his genealogy from Noah's Ark to this present age. I think there are many today among, listen to this. I need y'all to hear this. Listen. I think there are many today among the emperors, kings, dukes, princes, and popes of this world whose ancestors were mere peddlers of the pardons of fire and firewood. And I'm sorry, wait, hold on, y'all, because I need my light. These words is lit up. Where is it? Sorry, nigga can't see. There we go. I'm like, I can't see. All right, here we go. I'm sorry. So it says, I think that there are many today among the emperors, kings, dukes, princes, and popes of this world whose ancestors were mere peddlers of pardons and firewood. As on the contrary, listen to this, there are many almshouse beggars, poor, suffering wretches, who are descended from the blood and lineage of great kings and emperors, which seems likely enough when we consider the amazing transferences of crowns and empires. From where? From the Assyrians to the Medes, from the Medes to the Persians, from the Persians to the Macedonians, from the Macedonians to the Romans, from the Romans to the Greeks, from the Greeks to the French. Now, how many times have I told y'all the people that are hated amongst the world were they was the rulers? And now the reason that they don't have the wealth that they had, and the people that got it now, is not the people that had it at first. Y'all hear me say that all the time. This book is called Gargantua and Pentacle. It's about the genealogy of giants. Different from the Book of the Giants. Very interesting. And it's supposed to be a fake. Or this man just wrote it, right? But how many times? Well, they actually, what happened was they found in France, they was breaking up the street or cleaning the gutters, and they found a big old coffin that was so big they had to break up the road. And in there, they found an ancient manuscript and some other stuff. And we went and looked up the language that it was written in, and it was written in the ancient Boeotian language. Remember when we started studying Boeotia and who lived over there? Y'all remember? This is how we found out about who the Etruscans were and the Boeotians and all of these people. So, what that got to do with me? And listen here. But, so, that's why I said, now, why would this book about giants mention Noah's Ark, mention all of the empires and how the power was passed down? And did y'all see that the Greeks and Romans was all the way at the end? But the first people was the Assyrians and the Babylonians and those guys. Exactly what that big green book says. So how is it that all these books be saying the same thing? This book tells me that the Amorite copper traders, the Amorites from the Bible, was in Ohio. The giants. Mediterranean Amorite copper traders. So how is it that all of these books, once you start putting them all together, start saying the same thing? Y'all know if I go get Norse mythology over there, it says that the Nephilim, which were giants, were in Erd from Norse mythology. But the Nephilim are mentioned in Genesis 6, and they lived in Ur. They just added a D. So all of these books, when you get them together, you see a better, bigger picture, which is great, because then you understand. But if you only looking in the Quran, if you only looking in the Septuagint, if you only looking in the Bible, you're not going to see the whole picture. And clearly you don't even read. Yes, I have a Strong's Concordance. Why do y'all? Okay, listen. Newbies. Get, if you can for me, I can't tell y'all what to do, but I've asked everybody to come here. Instead of doing how they taught us in school, which is to get to the answer, you have to exclude everything. Try including stuff. We do inclusion over here. We don't do exclusion. That's why ain't nobody got to the answers. But when you include all the pieces, because God said, like I said, Abraham's children was going to go out into the world. Adam and Eve had 63 children. So you have to study the races of these people that came up from Adam to understand. And everybody wasn't Jewish. It never said that everybody that came out of Abraham was Jewish people. He said Father Abraham had many sons, which means then God even said, I got sheep in all folds. That's every religion. That's every denomination. That's every country. You said legit, even inclusion of people breeds innovation. Come on. And because we have people that have practiced magic here. So when we're reading stuff, they can say, oh, no, yeah, that's a legit spell. That's real. But what if I say, oh, we don't want no witches in here. So then we can't even learn how our enemy be working against us when we got somebody right here that used to do it. Abraham, the father of nations. Come on. Nations, not just one. You see what I'm saying? Everybody got a part to play so we can understand God that much more if we get in here. Because no, I'm not trying to learn witchcraft, but I do want to know how witchcraft people work so I can see if it's trying to be worked on me. So I'll know if a person trying to come up and hand me some salt in a napkin, or I come outside and this salt laid outside my house because they doing it. Or people taking pictures and putting them down in a bottle and putting different stuff. I would have never learned this if people didn't come here telling me. So it make you be more cautious about who you let in your house. I didn't know a person dropping a white glove with some salt in it in your house in the corner is a whole spell. I would have never thought nothing about it in the wintertime. So now I know to look for nigga, don't leave none of your stuff here. No, that doesn't mean that there's more. Okay, listen. Jesus is the way. But what other people call him, he went out into the world, y'all. If you look at the original Buddha, he looked like a little black boy that's starting locks. The original Buddha did not have a bald head. The original Buddha looked like a little black boy that was starting locks. He looked about the same age Jesus was when he said he went out into the world, about 11 or 12 years old. And if you read the Buddhist literature, it's Psalms and Proverbs, y'all. And where did David and Solomon get their wisdom from? From God. Wise men from all around the world considered Solomon to be the wisest man. So when you go and you're reading this stuff, you should see the Bible. And like I was talking about earlier, Isaac and Ishmael had the same daddy. And they daddy worshiped only one God. And like I said earlier, how many times you done gave different instructions to everybody in your house? You got 4 kids and you give everybody, no, everybody got to follow the same rules. Now each kid is going to take that rule and do what they may. But y'all got the same rules in your house. They apply for everybody. Y'all really think that Abraham told one son one thing and one son something else? How about you take the Quran and the Bible and you put them together? Now, what each kid heard is something different. And how they apply it is something different. But they had the same daddy that only served one God. So it don't make no sense that I don't read the Quran. I don't read the Bible. That makes no sense because they had the same daddy that only served one God. And the kids, whether he lived in the house where his daddy or not, Abraham used to go visit his son. You mean to tell me he was telling him something different and then he came back and told Isaac something different? Like, that don't make no sense. None of that makes sense at all. Because they had the same daddy who only served one God. But what each child heard is the problem or the issue. How they interpreted. How many times your kids say, I didn't hear that part. I only heard this part. So one kid heard this part. One kid heard the other part. And they took what they heard and they did their thing with it. But you told them both the same thing. It's not in the exclusion, it's in the inclusion, I promise you. Because then when you go over here to the Hindu or to the Vedas, you see that Brahma is Abraham. And if you start to read their story, no matter the pictures they depict, if you read the story, you will see something. You get over here in the Chinese creation of the gods, you gonna see something that look just like Genesis. Because if you get the timelines, you'll realize all of these bloodlines were starting exactly what God said, and men spread out into the earth. And it was children born into them. And it was all these different nations that, like, they be so focused on my crop tops and because I don't got a white collar on that they don't even be believing the Bible they read. You're so busy trying to pick out who you don't think God called that you don't even listen to what I got to say. How about you shut your eyes and listen? See if it speaks to your spirit. Listen, did you just hear what I said? Each kid is going to take what they heard and apply it in the way. There's stuff in our Bible that don't make no sense either. But maybe if we put them two together, because it was Jews that didn't believe that Jesus walking in front of them was the Christ. As a matter of fact, they the niggas that put a hit on him with the church money. So what's the difference? They didn't believe it and they killed him. They say he didn't die. They say he ain't the Christ. Still two brothers that heard what they wanted to hear. Ain't no difference. But when you get both of their stories, and you get all of these stories, the myths, because God said they traveled out, and from our lines you can see. So they all came out of the, like, I don't know, it's the bigger picture. Yeah, okay, y'all, my son want to talk to me, so I'm going to call him real quick. Yeah. This world teaches you excluded to get to the information. I'm telling you don't. I'm telling you do the opposite, and you'll start to see a running pattern like, this ain't nothing but the... That's what I told y'all when I picked up the Norse mythology book and saw that the Nephilim from Norse mythology lived in Erd, and I know that Nimrod started and he was the child of an angel. So PHFL. Some use NEPH, and some in the Germans use NEF, or like the Celtic, they use like NEF for Nephilim. But it's still the same races of people, and they still lived in the same place. I'll tell them. Yeah, but if you don't got all the books and you just looking at it from one point of view, you will be saying somebody else is lying and they ain't right and they don't know and they serve this because you ain't did the research. And you sound crazy. You sound real, real crazy. It clicks together like a jigsaw puzzle, don't it? Mm-hmm. So that's why we don't be worried about it. But let me go call my son, y'all. I'll call y'all back or see y'all in a minute. The same stories through different lenses. Come on, Sage! Because think about it like this before I go. At the Tower of Babel, prior to that, everybody spoke the same language, right? It was one language on the earth prior to the Tower of Babel, right? That's what the Bible say. And then that was the split of the languages. It never said the stories changed. It never said, God didn't say he changed the stories. He said he changed the language. So this is why everybody got a flood story. Everybody got a giant story. Everybody got a Tower of Babel story. Everybody got, because all he did was make it where they couldn't communicate, but they knew the stories already. So then when they started to, the language ain't the same. So the names is going to change, but it's still the same damn story. How they depicted the people looking changed a little bit because they was going into the colder regions. They was going into the warmer regions. They was going over here. So then their environment changed the way that they looked because they had migrated out of Africa, but the stories are still the same. The names changed because the language changed. That's why they be like, oh, they had it first. And they copied off of them. How about everybody got it at the same time? Their ancestors did, their parents. And they just told the story over. But as we travel out, then it's going to be... Like, it's families that started in the South, and they all was dark-skinned. But as they migrated up and started dating lighter-skinned people, you'll see the old versions, like from like the 50s, 60s, 70s, everybody black. Then you see 60s, 70s, 80s start being kind of like the mixed-looking people or a little bit light-skinned folks. Now, them people could be almost white. Just from the 60s. So they still gonna be telling the same story about their grandma, but now this person, they didn't multiple. Who wouldn't even believe that these two people was really related? Just in 40, 50 years, you can wipe out all the darkness or all the whiteness of a family. It take one mixed baby in a family. I done seen it happen. They was mad at the first one. Now all the nieces and nephews got babies with niggas. Like, And now the family is sitting there and they just as speckled as they want to be. It's a real black husband right here. Like, and then all the kids is tan for a long time. And then it be that one speckle of real dark or real like. Y'all done seen it? Anybody else seen that? It's the true statement. I done seen it all over the country. Everywhere I lived, I done seen it. So this your grandma, really? Wow, I would have never seen that. I would have never expected that. Really? Are you like biological? Well, that happened quickly. That was a 15-year span, and now everybody black in the family. Well, god dang. Look at that. 20 years did a whole turnaround in this here family, didn't it? Listen, they like, CERCA, why are you playing? Because it's the truth, and y'all know it. They don't never want the first baby. But after the first baby, it'll be a wrap. All the cousins about to have a mixed baby. It don't matter. I got people in my family. One of my cousins had a baby by a white girl. And it was a whole bunch of them that followed suit after that. Everybody was having babies with white girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so that his branch of the family, his mama's branch, like a lot of them got all mixed kids. It's all Asian and black. It's not just full like black. You know what I'm saying? Right. But it's only in that, it might only be in that branch. But then they come to the family functions and everybody's sitting there and it's the South folks that all, you know what I mean? Like literally it's that diverse. You said, well, there's that. It is. Your daughter came out white and black. Her skin color is caramel and had a patch on both knees that are white. I believe it. I'm just saying, y'all, this how I go. It do. I done seen it. I done seen it. I got friends that are Spanish, and in 1995, I still had friends that was getting kicked out the house. They family was heavy Catholics, and they got pregnant by black dudes, and their families disowned them, and now the whole family is black. Except for the grandmas and great aunties, everybody. All the kids started having kids with black folks like that's my age. That all they babies and now they babies are with. So it went on down. Not every black man want a white girl. Some people just gotta have something to say even if it don't make no damn sense. My name is Daryl. And I like fish. The hell? People just say anything. Let me quit messing with people. I'm about to go. Because that's about how I felt when you said that. Like, what is you talking about? Listen here. You said choking over here. Listen here. Oh, somebody said I'm saying your thoughts out loud. People just say anything, just loud and wrong. Thank you, girl. I never said every nigga. I never said every man. I never said that. You never heard me say that. I said this is what be happening. You don't always gotta talk.